Top Democrats had a meeting in Washington yesterday, led by Senator Chuck Schumer. And according to The Hill, the entire focus of the meeting was to tell Bernie Sanders to lay off them. Wow. So they were apparently angry that Bernie called out a bunch of Democrats for voting against his amendment to cut drug prices. And I like how they explain in the article, Schumer tried to set up the meeting so that it would be like, it's a clever way of attacking Bernie Sanders because he invited Sherrod Brown, who had no other reason to be in there, and it was a bunch of all the top Democrats, obviously the overwhelming majority of them corporate Democrats, and one of them said to Bernie, you're in leadership now, you can't do this. What? You're in leadership, so abandon your principles and your values and abandon what you know to be good policy and don't attack other Democrats when they vote to ruin people's lives and make it so they can't afford drugs. Where the fuck did these Democrats get off, man? I mean, it's amazing. They are spoiled, pampered little pricks who think what do you mean we're Democrats, so we get to do shitty things and you can't say anything about it. Okay, because they want unity. We're unified. That's what it is. So we're against Trump. We're unified in doing shitty things against Trump's even shittier things. Well, that's not enough anymore. People see through you. We have the internet. We have a free flow of information. So we see it. All right. Now, then this happened. So this is from the Washington Post. They say, senior Democratic lawmakers on Tuesday sought to stave off town hall protests from their own party, asking Senator Bernie Sanders to reach out and urge activists to redirect their anger at Republicans instead of moderate Democratic lawmakers. Quote, they basically explained to Bernie, it looks like you could be the person that could calm down and make sure their energy and all this enthusiasm is directed in all the right, proper channels. Joe Manchin said, Bernie has a voice, and if protesters want to be active, then direct them to where the problem may be or where they anticipate a problem. This is fucking rich. So this is West Virginia Democrat, Blue Dog Democrat, the quintessential corporate Democrat, Joe Manchin, saying, Bernie, save me. There's going to be a bunch of town halls, and I know they want my head on a platter, so you need to tell them to calm down. Bernie ain't in control of them, bitch. Bernie ain't in control of them. It's their principles. It's their values. They don't take bullshit anymore, Joe. Joe Manchin calls himself a Democrat, and he voted for Jeff Sessions for Attorney General. Jeff, good people don't smoke marijuana Sessions. Jeff, 0% rating from the Human Rights Campaign Sessions, which means he 100% of the time votes against the LGBTQ community. Jeff, what is it? 17% rating from the NAACP, around there as well from the ACLU. Jeff supports outsourcing everything Sessions. Dude, you don't get to vote for him and then get away with it. This isn't the old days. In the old days, they did this, and there was, the internet wasn't around yet, and it was, whatever, maybe somebody figures out and a few people are angry, but now it's everywhere, bitch. It's fucking everywhere. I think the only one that Joe Manchin opposed was Betsy DeVos. All the other Trump picks, he was like, yeah, no, I'm on board. He voted for Goldman Sachs, Steve Mnuchin, hedge funder worth $500 million, who's known for foreclosing on grandmas and grandpas, who ran One West Bank. Joe Manchin voted for Goldman Sachs lackey for Treasury Secretary. And you're going to call yourself a Democrat. Look, I was tweeting about it the other night. I love how after Mnuchin got approved on Wikipedia, some people changed his name to Satan. That made my night, even though I was massively depressed that Mnuchin got approved. But I told everybody, when it was clear that Joe Manchin had voted for him, you have to go change. I'm not endorsing changing Joe Manchin's name on Wikipedia to Joe Uncle Tom Democrat Manchin, but I'm just throwing it out there. Unfortunately, a bunch of people tried, and they were like, dude, They lock the page. Oh, that's hilarious. So the people in the past have done similar things. Look at this Uncle Tom Democrat. I'm going to call myself a Democrat, but vote for Goldman Sachs for Treasury Secretary. That's some Hillary Clinton-like shit. You fucking... Oh, I want his... Metaphorically, of course. I want his head on a platter. We want to primary his punk ass. And this is why you need to support Justice Democrats. Because this is the whole point of Justice Democrats. We want a room full of people who will prod Bernie to go further in the direction of maligning the Democrats who are dinos, Democrats in name only, like Joe Manchin. Instead, right now with the leadership, they say, no, we need unity, so let us get away with doing shitty things, like voting to keep pharmaceutical drug prices higher. Other countries pay half what we fucking pay. And, the idea is import them from Canada and we pay less, because in Canada, they're legally allowed to negotiate with the pharmaceutical companies for better drug prices. Here in the U.S., we're not. Bernie said, well, let's import the drugs and pay cheaper for them, and people can afford it, and they won't go bankrupt trying to pay fucking medical bills. And a bunch of Democrats, in fact, over a dozen Democrats said, no, we don't agree with that. We're on the side of Big Pharma. And of course, those Democrats take money from Big Pharma. Cory Booker takes $300,000 from Big Pharma. And he was one of the ones who voted against Bernie's amendment. And the Democrats, instead of ripping Cory Booker and saying, hey, bitch, why are you voting for Big Pharma instead of the people? You sick motherfucker. Instead of doing that, what do? They attack Bernie for attacking them. It's the oldest trick in the book. Don't get mad at the problem itself. Get mad at the person pointing out the problem. That's Bernie Sanders. Why are you siding with Big Pharma over the people? Oh, Bernie, why are you calling out, that? Why? You're the problem here. Unity. Unity is what we need against Trump. Unity means dick if, while you oppose Trump, you're doing shitty things simultaneously. Because then you're saying, trade away Trump's shitty things for our shitty things. I don't want shitty things. The American people are done with that. So this is why you need to support Justice Democrats. Look, you got to go to justicedemocrats.com and sign your name in support of the movement. In fact, let me give you some updates, some numbers here. So to this point, we've raised almost $500,000 for Justice Democrats. Look, that's good. But you have to understand, this is money that goes to running these candidates. So we need more. I hate asking for money, but you have to understand, I'm not asking for it for me. I literally get $0.00 for this Justice Democrats thing, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I make absolutely nothing from it. I'm talking about it because I believe in it and because it's the answer. This isn't to say that, the Green Party and the Democratic Socialists and people trying to work from without are not the answer. You're part of the answer too. You're part of the solution. But we have to try a multi-pronged approach. And we need to try to take over the party from the inside while others take it over from the outside, because there are institutional biases against the third parties that handicap them in a really serious way. So you need to fight on all fronts. And this is one of the most important fronts. So justicedemocrats.com, sign your name in support of it, donate $27. And if you want to run, look, don't just... People always have this thing, man. They think, well, come on, not me. It's just the default setting in humans. I don't know why it is, but that's what it is. It happens with everybody. It's like when I started Secular Talk. Before I did it, you think it was just like, whoo, yeah, let me do it. Of course, there were moments of like, come on, it's not going to be me. I'm not going to be one of the people that does a political talk show and people want to listen to me talk about stuff. 99.9% of people, you hear them talk, you're like, I don't want to hear you. So what, people are going to listen to me? Am I really that narcissistic to believe that? Of course that's not going to happen. But then I just tried it. And then it blossomed. And then it worked. So you're sitting there, you might not have much going on in your life, and I'm talking about Justice Democrats. You go, that's a good idea, I like it, but come on, he's not talking about me. Bitch, I'm talking about you. I don't care if you're sleeping on your mom's couch. I don't care what the fuck is going on in your life. Do you want to make a difference or do you not want to make a difference? You think Bernie Sanders knew he was going to be Bernie Sanders when he was 27? He had fucking no idea he was going to become Bernie Sanders and become a champion of the people and fight for the right things. And that can be you. You can be the next Bernie Sanders. Go sign up to run. Now, we're not making any promises because you have to be vetted and then you have to be trained. And there's a whole process set up here and the infrastructure set up to get the best candidates with the best chance of winning. So we're not making any promises. But the only way you're going to make a difference if you throw your fucking hat in the ring. So why not do it? Go sign up. Go sign up. Have somebody else sign you up, or you sign somebody else up, or we need good people to run, people who actually care about the issues. People who want to make the Democratic Party what it was supposed to be all along. People who want to, if you'll excuse the phrase, make the Democratic Party great again. You know, fight for unions, fight for the minimum wage to become a living wage, fight for single payer, fight for free education, fight to end the unnecessary wars, and most importantly, getting money out of politics, because it's the issue that affects all other issues. So you have to, we take no money, none, from corporations and billionaires. None, because that's how we stick to our principles. You have all these other politicians, they talk a good game. Oh, yeah, Barack Obama. Oh, yeah, you're a candidate of change, all this stuff. Anyway, Wall Street, gimme. We don't want him. We don't need him. We need you, and we want you. Because we want to represent the accountant and the construction worker and the teacher and the union guy and regular people. That's who we're fighting for. We ain't fighting for, multinational corporate CEOs. We're not fighting for billionaires. We're not fighting for the elite class. We're fighting for the American people. So come sign, join up. Right now we have 125,000 supporters. We have over 3,000 nominations, over 3,000 people who are going to be looked into. Okay, who are we going to pick from this bunch? And by the way, corporate Democrat blood is in the water right now, man. This is why they're desperate. They're scared. They're fucking scared. They're meeting with Bernie Sanders to tell Bernie, first of all, to scold him and say, stop attacking us. It works. And then to say, Bernie, please save us. I love the duality of that, and I love the contradiction of that. Stop attacking us. You're so bad, and we don't like you, and this is working, which is why I don't like it. Anyway, Bernie, please save us. We hate you so much. Please save us. Why do you have to actually be principled and care about the issues? Please save us from these Democrats who are going to come for our heads at these town hall meetings. So I'm here to tell you, you're going to those fucking town hall meetings. Oh. Any fucking Democrat who voted for a single one of Trump's picks, you better go, and metaphorically, of course, we don't believe in violence, rip him a new asshole. Oh, I want 3 new assholes in Joe Manchin. Let's go, man. Let's go. They feel it. They hear it. We're making an impact here, man. Go to those town halls. If you're a Justice Democrat, go to those town halls and say, look, I am a Justice Democrat. You know what we believe in? We believe that corporate Democrats are the problem. We believe we're not going to win again until the Justice Democrats take over the party. Now let me ask you a question. Why the fuck did you vote for Betsy DeVos? Well, actually, to be fair, none of the Democrats voted for Betsy DeVos because she was just that bad. But why did you vote for fucking Jeff Sessions? How could you vote? Why did you vote? There were, I think, over a dozen Democrats who voted for Mike Pompeo for CIA head, including Chuck Schumer. Mike Pompeo said Edward Snowden should be executed. He praised torturers as patriots. And over a dozen Democrats voted for him, and then they wrote him a letter after saying, don't you dare torture. You're going to vote for him and then say that? Elizabeth Warren voted for Ben Carson. Liz, we're not going to let you get away with this. We're not going to let you fucking get away with it. Go to the town halls. Go to the town halls. Say, no, not on our watch. You're going to fight for the right things, goddammit. Or else, why are we going to vote for you? And that's the point. Don't vote for Justice Democrats, because we are the wing of the Democratic Party that doesn't take any corporate money or billionaire money, and we have backbone, we have principles, and we're on the right side of the issues. We're on the side of the American people. So they're scared, and they're begging Bernie. Even if Bernie says, all right, look, Democrats, progressive base, don't go after the moderate Democrats at the town halls. You say, step aside, Bern. We got some work to do. So I don't think Bernie's going to do that because they don't control him. But even if he does, we're not listening. We're married to the issues and married to our principles and the values. And that means ripping Democrats when they need to be ripped, because I don't give a fuck about your party unity garbage if you're just going to be Republican light. Why would I have unity for the Republican light party. No, I get rid of those motherfuckers and I create a real Democratic Party. Let's go. Go to those town halls, justicedemocrats.com, sign your name in support of the movement. Let's keep moving forward here because we're having an impact.